Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I'm kind of going to do like a get back on track, kind of like an opposite day, but kind of just like a get back on track. If you watched my last video, you would know that I just really haven't been doing well lately. I've been kind of burnt out, and I don't know why I said kind of. I've been very burnt out and very overwhelmed and very like this. Also, I'll talk about my hair in a second. But yeah, so in today's video, I just wanted to do a couple things to help myself kind of just get back on track. I think you guys might know that when I talk about being depressed or overwhelmed or anxious or just like struggling mentally or anything like that, it really depends on the person, on the situation, on the time, whether it's best to rest and like shut your brain off, sleep more, maybe read, watch TV, something like that, and just like I'm done for the day. Sometimes, honestly, that is best for you, right? Or if we're talking about me, sometimes that is best for me. But there are other times, and this takes like a lot of like self-honesty and self-discipline. There are other times that maybe I want to lie around and I want to just watch TV, but it actually would be better for me long term and for like the healthier version of me to get some stuff done, to kind of like push through and just like, I don't know, kind of like still live your life. But yeah, it just kind of depends. And so honestly, the last few days, besides going to work, I have mostly been lying around the last few days. And I've also done that a little bit more recently, the last couple of weeks as well. Before that, for months, I barely did it at all. But the last I would say like week or two, I've just been doing it more. And then the last few days, I've been basically doing it all the time. And honestly, right now, it might still be best if I lie around and watch TV. I don't know. I kind of can't tell right now. But I'm kind of in like the no, you're going to be more disciplined, even if it's for the next 45 minutes. I'm just going to get some stuff done that I know is going to be better for the healthy version of me that I want to become. And so before I get into all that, I do want to address my hair really quickly. So back in November, I wanted to lighten my hair. I've wanted to lighten my hair for a while, but I actually went to a salon and got my hair lightened back in November. And it ended up being like a really light brown, kind of like a dark blonde, depending on the lighting and whatever. But that toner, that like super light brown, super dark blonde toner faded after like 2 weeks. And so for the last couple months, you've seen my hair basically just be like blonde. And I knew that I did not really want to be blonde. I wanted to be like really dark blonde or light brown. And so I went back to get my hair toned again because toner fades like a gloss. It like fades over time. And so I went back and got it toned again. But now this is a little bit darker than what I wanted. So the first time it was a little bit lighter than what I wanted. This is a little bit darker than what I wanted. But I do think that it's really pretty. Like even when I just turned the camera on, I was like, oh, it's a really pretty undertone. It's just a little bit darker than what I actually wanted. But again, it's toner, so it will fade after washing my hair, honestly, probably 5 or 10 times. But I do like it for now, but then once it fades again, it probably will end up looking similar-ish to like that blonde that was in my last few videos. And then after that, I can think about toning it again because basically I'm doing toner because I don't exactly know like exactly what color I want in terms of like the mixture of colors that they do at the salon or that I could buy at Sally's or whatever. So I'm not 100% sure yet. And so I want to do the toner because it will fade. And then maybe at some point I would do permanent color. I don't know. Regardless, my hair's darker right now. I do think it's a really pretty color. It's just darker than I wanted. That's all. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious. Let me know if you liked it when I first dyed it back in like November, or if you've liked it the last month or two where it's basically been blonde, or let me know if you prefer this like kind of, I don't know, I would say this like a medium-ish brown. Okay, so anyway, in this video, we're just gonna do a couple quick things, honestly, because again, I'm pushing myself because I want to show up for the healthy version of me that I want to become. But like, wow, I don't want to do any of this. I just really don't. But the first thing, I also hope that the microphone's okay. Hold on. The first thing is, do you remember, it's probably been a year since I used my little vitamin thing. It has a towel here because I washed all these and then the towel was, like to catch all the extra water. But anyway, I have taken some vitamins over the last year or so. But I just want to get back into taking my supplements and my vitamins every single day. And I do like this little thing, vitamin organizer thing, because it does have all 7 days of the week, but they are removable and they are morning, noon, and night, which I do like. So the vitamins and supplements that I have right now, again, I'm moving kind of cautiously because of the microphone. I do have my multi. I have the Ritual Essential for Women's multi. So I have that I'm going to put in there. And then not sponsored by any of this, by the way. I bought this at Target. So I have that. And then I also have, I think they're over there. Hold on. Hello. So yeah, this is just one of those, if you watch my last video, I'm just going through it right now. I just really am. I really, really am. And I know one of the things that I have to do, even though I kind of don't want to, and that's a really weird space to be in, I have to like show up for myself more. And I do not mean it in a selfish way whatsoever. I think our culture is way too self-involved, like way too self-involved. However, I think even biblically, like we need to eat healthy. We need to get exercise. Like we need to, you know, just take care of our bodies. But again, not in a selfish way and not in a like, I'm going to ignore all my responsibilities and I'm going to like just put myself first all the time, blah, blah. Not in that way at all. I don't believe in any of that. But I do believe in like, you know, showing up for myself in a biblical way. And I just think that taking some supplements could be just like one even little step into getting a habit back, you know? So anyway, I have the Ritual and then I'm also going to take, oh, the lighting. That got real bright for a second. I'm going to take this Iron C probably about once or twice a week. And then when I'm on my period, I'll take it more because my iron is fine. But one of the last times that I got blood taken, my iron absorption was low. And so that's what the C helps with. So I'm only going to take this again, like once or twice a week. And then I have, these are new. These are new ones that I got like a week or two ago. And so I have this Solgar, the curcumin. This hopefully will help my joints, hopefully. And then I also got the Doctor's Best high absorption magnesium that I was taking for a while and then wasn't. And then I also have the Solgar tart cherry extract. So this magnesium specifically is to help with sleep. I don't know what else it helps with. Muscle relaxation and healthy sleep support. Because there's like a bunch of different types of magnesium that do different things. So that one like helps with sleep. So I'll take that at night. But this is tart cherry extract by Solgar. This also apparently helps you sleep, but I also heard that it helps with joints and just kind of like everything in the world. And I know that they have like tart cherry juice like in a bottle that you can drink, but I got like the little capsules. And then I got this to try. This is the Himalaya Holy Basil that's supposed to promote tranquility and relaxation. So I got that too. Okay, so here's Monday. I'm just going to show you one because they're not all going to be the same because of the iron, but most of the rest of the days I think are going to be similar. But I always like to double check which ones you have to take with food and which ones you don't because I want to separate those in here. So I'll probably do in the morning, like ones that I can take on an empty stomach. And then the nighttime ones, that's where I want to do like my sleepy time ones. So I guess if I have to take anything with food, I'll just put it in the middle one, but like I'll just remember that basically. I like the Ritual. I mean, for a couple of reasons, but one of the reasons because it tastes like, it has like a mint flavor to it and it smells really good. Okay, so that I'm going to put in the morning one. Okay, what about the iron? Okay, this one take with meals. I'm going to separate that for now. Holy Basil, here's the thing. Should I start taking this every day? Okay, this one I have a problem. This one says before meals. So, okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. I don't know yet. Okay, curcumin with meals. Okay, cool. It says take one once or twice a day with meals. So I'll start with one a day and I'll put that in the middle one because I'll remember that that's the one to take with meals. And then the tart cherry is preferably with meals as well. And then the magnesium, and this is a new one. So where's the thing to open it? Where are you? Do you not have a perforated? Here's the thing. Can you guys actually say perforated? Is that a thing that you can say? I can't say it. I can't say it. I also can't really say statistic. I can if I like really think about it, but if you just kind of ask me to say it, doesn't work. But perforated. It feels like clunky to say it. Okay, this is 2 tablets. These are big. So the Holy Basil I'm just going to leave out for now. And then this iron, I think you have to take with food. Yeah. So I'll put this in the middle one as well. But again, I'll just do this once a week. Are you expired? I bought this a while ago. Oh, cool. It's rubbed off, but I think it says 2029. So I'm pretty sure I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. So I'll put that in the middle one as well. So for now I have multi. And then this middle one, I have the curcumin, the cherry, and the iron. And then magnesium's in the last one. And then I will just take the holy basil separately, hopefully. Okay, so I'm gonna finish doing this. How are you guys doing? Is everything going okay? I know I said in my last video I want to like reconnect with you guys because I know that in my life I have felt so like detached and like overwhelmed and burnt out and depressed. And so like I know that that's going to come across on camera. Maybe not all the time, right? All the time. Maybe not all the time. Because here's the thing, talking to you guys is generally pretty helpful. Again, not all the time, but generally, because I'm just focused on hanging out with you and like focused on doing this, that sometimes it really does like help me not like think about my depression and stuff for a little while, you know? And so I know that I get comments in some of my recent videos of like, oh, you seem so happy, or you seem so smiley, or like, it seems like things are going great for you. And some things are going really great. But it's just a lot of the rest of my life is confusing. You know, like I mentioned in that last video that I went through like a horrible breakup, like horrible. And it's like devastating to me. And so like there's that, plus just being burnt out from being so busy and from like go. And like go with chronic illness is like a really extra special type of go. And it's just honestly also the whole idea of like, I've been in Florida for a year and a half and I love my best friend. We've been best friends since we were 18 and I'm so grateful to be here. But it is just such a change versus moving around a lot, living on the road, living in my car, getting short-term places here and there. It's just a huge change. And so it's a lot of like figuring out what's really going on, what my next steps are, what this step even really is, you know, and just like really figuring all of that out. So yeah, so it's just a lot of like interesting stuff going on in my brain, I guess I would say. The tart cherry is really cute because it's pink. Can you see? I don't know. Okay, don't hit the microphone, don't hit the microphone. Okay, curcumin. I don't know why I had the desire to smell that. It does not smell like anything. Also, let me know if you've taken curcumin and if it helped you with your joints or anything. Not even this brand, just in general, or this brand. That would be cool. Okay, and then the last thing is the magnesium. Okay, I really only have like 2 other things on my list. But again, these are just like such, you know, you might think like simple things. But if you've ever been burnt out, if you've ever had like a really serious episode of depression, if you've ever had anything, a midlife crisis, a mental breakdown, if you've ever had anything that's like drastic, you might know that like even sometimes doing something like brushing your teeth can feel like the most difficult thing in the entire world. And so where I'm at right now, some things just feel extra hard. And you guys know me, I don't always want to let my feelings dictate my life and dictate my action and overpower what God says. But sometimes my feelings overpower everything. Sometimes they really do. And I don't want to live like that. And I know that's not okay. I know it's not. But then sometimes my feelings are so severe and so intense that I don't even care that I know it's not the right thing or that I know it's not healthy. And then that gets even scarier, you know? And so that's why I just want to do something like this, where I know that a lot of people do this kind of stuff all the time. And I used to do it all the time. And it was just like a kind of regular thing that I would do. But now it's like, I don't want to take my vitamins. I used to be more vulnerable on here, and I think I felt safer to be, and lately I don't feel as safe to be as vulnerable. So this is like kind of difficult for me to talk about, but I do still want to talk about it somewhat because I know that some people relate to this. And if my vulnerability can help you feel less alone, or can help you maybe even get a little bit of energy to be like, you know what, Katie's going to organize her vitamins. I'm going to do it with her. I'm going to do that too. Or Katie ate dinner. Okay. I'm going to eat dinner too. You know? And so I know my videos are not for everyone. I know that, but I really hope that who they are for, I hope that you're watching this, and I hope that you know that I love you and God loves you so much more than we could even remotely comprehend. And that if you have not been able to get out of bed for a week, I get it. I get it. But I also understand the idea of being like, I can get out of bed, but this is not the life that God has for me. So I got to do something. And if you brushed your teeth today, if you drank some water today, if you organized your vitamins today, if you went to work today, if you made your bed, if you answered a bunch of emails, if you did anything today that you were like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, but you did it anyway because you actually could, your brain was just telling you that you couldn't, but you actually could, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're doing incredible. This can get really hard. Life can get really hard, not even just circumstantially, right? Because sometimes people's circumstances are kind of fine, but our brains can still explode at any minute. And so it's like, I always want to just remind people that we never know what someone's going through, and to be compassionate and to lead with kindness whenever you can. Anyway, yeah. So again, I'm such like a confusing mix. Honestly, it really confuses me of being so logical and so disciplined. But then also, I was going to say an emotional wreck, but I don't want to speak negatively about myself because that is not healthy. Our brains do not know the difference between like lies and truth when it comes to like, I am this, I am selfish, I am a loser, I am ugly. Like our brains are going to kind of like process that as a truth. So I don't want to speak negatively about myself. Anyway, what was I even saying? I don't remember. This is what this looks like. Go in, please. There we go. This is what this looks like. I'll have it linked. I got it for like $10 on Amazon. What was I saying? That I'm like a really interesting mix of logical and emotional. I'm a really interesting mix of discipline, like pushing through, being super honest, being super logical, mixed with like, life's too hard, I just want to lie around. And so sometimes I even get mad at myself because I feel like I'm being a hypocrite, where I'm like, hey, I know, and I even like promote and I talk about pushing through what we can, focusing on what God says, focusing on the good, the fact that you're more capable than you even think you are. Like I really believe all those things. The thing about it is that sometimes, kind of a lot of the time, I have a hard time believing it about myself, but I believe it about literally everyone else. That you're smarter than you think, you're more capable than you really think, that you can do like amazing things in this world. And again, sometimes the disconnect in my brain is that sometimes I don't believe that about myself, which is illogical. That's the funniest part. That's not logical. To think that literally almost 8 billion people can do really great things with their lives, and they can like be logical and they can focus on God and they can do these things. Like I believe people are capable of that, but I'm just like the one standout. And here's the thing. I know other people think that too. That like other people are great. I'm just not. And it's like, first of all, and I'm sure I've talked about this before. I've been thinking about it for years. First of all, like how self-involved can I be to think that I'm the one special person who's pointless, who's dumb, who's not living life right, who's not capable of these things, who's worthless? How am I the one person? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Really, it comes from a very weird level of low self-worth. But a lot of those self things, self-worth, self-esteem, blah, blah, even if they're low, it still means that we're focusing on ourselves. So it is like a very self-involved level of low self-worth. And that is, it's kind of like a brain teaser almost, but it's really messed up. Because what I also believe, we're going over here to the logical side. What I really believe is anytime we're like, I want to work on my self-worth. I want to work on my self-esteem. I want to work on my self-love. I want to work on my self-anything. Again, we're still kind of being self-involved. And that does not mean that I don't believe in working on yourself. I do. However, how I see it is the first step is focusing on God. That's the first step. That's how I see it. And so anytime we're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to, like the you do you, or I'm going to do me, or blah, blah, blah. A lot of the times I think that comes from a more selfish place. But when we see it as, I know that I need to better myself for God and for the greater good, I think that's a healthier place to do that from. And also a place that's going to stick better. And I think it's going to work better. Yeah, so I think about this kind of stuff a lot. And I used to talk about it more, and I don't really talk about it as much anymore because I really don't like having my words twisted. I'm fine if people have like different opinions. Sorry, I didn't mean to just like totally go out of frame, but I understand people have different opinions, and I think that's a beautiful thing about being a human. But I don't like when people try to like attack me for my opinion or twist my words. I don't really like that. And that's not just me. I don't like when people attack anyone for their opinion, and I don't like when people attack anyone and twist their words and that kind of stuff. And so it has just made me a little quieter about my opinions publicly. Regardless, I'm doing it now because I think one of the things that I have to do is to just like, I don't know, accept things that I don't like more, probably. Is my hair that uneven? Kind of. I do need to give myself a trim because when my hair was bleached in November, a lot of it broke. A lot of my hair broke. And it's just, anyway, regardless, what was I saying? Yeah, so one of the things that I've talked about on and off for years, and I've thought about on and off for years, it has just been so difficult for me, is I need to kind of figure out I wouldn't even say the in-between, I'd say the combination of my logical side and my emotional side, and the combination of it. And really just basically, long story short, and then we're gonna get into like the next thing, because I've been filming for 35 minutes. I wanted this to be a short video, but it's not gonna be. Basically, I can know something logically, I can know it biblically, I can know it in a healthy way. But I think I said this earlier or something like it, of like, sometimes I just don't care. And that's a very, very scary place to be in. That sort of like apathy, like I don't care. I don't even care if I know that it would be healthier for me to make that decision. I'm going to do this decision anyway. You know, sometimes I just literally don't care. Like I think yesterday, the day before, I had cookies for breakfast. Were they within my diet? Yes. Because I have a lot of food allergies and stuff. Yeah, they were. But I still had cookies for breakfast. I know that that was not the healthiest thing for breakfast. I like having protein for breakfast. I like having burgers for breakfast. But I just had cookies instead. And I know that's not healthy, but I was like, I don't care. I don't care. And again, for me personally, getting to the I don't care is one of the scariest places I can get to. So even though I don't care right now, what I'm doing in this video, and again, there might be some people who are like, I don't really know what Katie's talking about, which is fine. Thank you so much for still being here and watching this. Thank you. But I'm sure some of you guys maybe have experienced this before, where you kind of know that what you're doing is either destructive or just unhealthy or just dumb or whatever, but you're doing it anyway. And I don't want to be in that place. Here's the thing. I don't really care that I'm in that place emotionally, but logically, I don't want to be like that. Logically. But my emotions have not caught up. But I basically have to do the action before I have the feeling. And there's a saying. What is the saying? Oh no, what is the saying? It's not feel the fear and do it anyway, because I do believe in that. So like feel whatever you feel. Feel anxious, feel nervous, feel stressed, whatever, but still do the healthy and correct action anyway. I do believe in that. But I'm thinking of something different that I totally forget. Oh, fake it till you make it. I really do believe in fake it till you make it in a lot of ways. And I also do believe that a lot of the times we have to act on something before we feel it. So a lot of times people wait for motivation. That is backwards. A lot of the times you have to just do the thing and then you'll feel the motivation later. But also the feelings around doing something right, the feelings really shouldn't matter that much. But again, I've been letting my feelings overpower me, and I've been feeling worthless and dumb and like just super detached. And so my feelings don't care about changing. My feelings don't care about getting healthier. My feelings just want to lie around all the time. When I'm not at work, I just want to lie around all the time. But my logical side and the side that I know that God wants me to be on. Because here's the thing. I think God is okay with emotions, but not the bad ones. He doesn't want us to follow them. So I think there is a combination. But at least my biblical side of knowing the truth and knowing logic and knowing what's like really going on, I need to focus more on this, even though I want to be over here because I don't really care. I know I need to be over here. This video is going to be terrifying to post. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to be terrified to post this because I know that a lot of my thoughts aren't really common. I know that they're not. And so it's really hard to talk about it. It's honestly even hard to talk about it with some of my friends, because sometimes when we talk about something that's really difficult, if the other person or people don't understand, it can make us even feel worse sometimes. But again, I'm not sharing this to help myself feel better. I think a lot of people think that when I talk about this stuff, I do it to help me feel better. No, sometimes when I'm on camera, I do feel better, but it's not because I'm talking about difficult things. It's just because I'm hanging out with you guys. But when I talk about difficult things, it's not to help me feel better, even though I do like connecting with you guys. I do it to help you. I do it to hopefully help other people who maybe can feel connected, or that maybe you can feel understood. Maybe you're going through something similar. And being in this spot, here's the thing, it's okay to not be okay. I don't really know how much I believe that. I believe it in the immediate, the like initial surface level of it, of like, yeah, you don't feel okay right now? Okay. All right. Okay. But I don't believe it any deeper than that, because then it's kind of like not putting effort in, not putting action in, letting your emotions take over, that kind of stuff. But I do believe it in like the surface level way of like, you're not feeling okay right now? Okay. You know, process it, live in it, experience it. Yeah, fine. But then you have to take more steps than that. And then it is working on noticing why you're not feeling okay and then working on figuring that out and being healthier and focusing on God more, So right now I'm not okay. Not okay at all. And I do know that one of my issues is that I don't give myself grace, like at all. So I know I need to work on that. And I've talked about that for a while too. Here's the things. I know a lot of things that I don't follow through on. I'm a human, but also I don't really like that about myself, but I'm also still a human. And then it's like, I get mad at myself that I don't give myself grace. So it's a weird thing. Anyway, okay, so thank you for listening. And if you guys are struggling, I'm really sorry. This kind of stuff sucks. But I think being self-aware about it, you know what I heard recently that I thought was like convicting and like really smart? I heard someone say something like, if you really believe that you're self-aware, but all that you think about is the negative parts of you, then, I forget exactly how it ended, but she said something like, that's not really self-awareness, that's like self-loathing or something like that. And I was like, oh. I do know that I'm self-aware in other ways, but yeah, that was like oh, okay. Self-awareness would also be acknowledging like the progress I'm making or whatever, not being prideful by any, no, like not at all, not by any means, but acknowledging, oh, I said that I was gonna hit that goal and I did, cool. But not being prideful, just acknowledgement. Anyway, what was the next thing I wanted to do? Oh, the next thing I wanted to do that I used to do all the time, and then stopped. I don't know when, a while ago, but I definitely want to get back on track, is having a meal plan. I used to plan out my meals every week and I did it for a very long time. And then honestly, I truly don't remember when I stopped. It's been months. It's been months since I like really did a proper meal plan, but I like doing that because it helps that get out of my brain. I do think things like journaling, writing notes, writing lists. I still do write my weekly to-do list. I still do that. But I think getting that kind of stuff out of your brain and just onto paper or onto your phone can be helpful. Anyway, okay, so I actually did already start my meal plan. I just wanted to like finish it. So it's Thursday. So, I wrote finish the burgers today. I didn't do that. I forgot. When did I make them? Monday? Oh, wait, did I make them on Sunday or Monday? I forget. But I probably should finish those burgers then if I made them on Sunday or Monday. Yeah, I gotta finish the burgers. Okay, so I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'll probably have the same meal-ish because I'm going to cook more burgers tomorrow. I gotta thaw them because I cooked these burgers on, again, like Sunday or Monday or something. And yesterday, since I already cooked the burgers a few days ago and they were just like cold in the fridge, yesterday I wanted tacos because I have taco shells. And I had the cooked burger, so I just broke up the burger and I didn't put any taco seasoning because taco seasoning makes me sick, but I put avocado, a broken up piece of burger that just had salt on it, and then like lettuce and Cholula and pickled jalapenos, and it was good. And it did not make me sick. So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And then maybe Saturday will be a burger salad. And then Sunday will be tacos. Okay, so I just wrote burger tacos, not beef tacos, burger tacos, and burger salad. Oh, and by the way, I'm only writing one meal because especially like when I'm at work and I'm taking a break and I'm usually eating like the chicken packets, or I'm just eating something like little. And even honestly, even when I didn't have my other job out of the house and I made my meal plan, I would sometimes only write the dinner that I would be eating because that's the one that like I like to plan the most. That's gonna be for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, burger, tacos, and burger salad. And I did make tortilla chips just from like Mission Tortillas and I just fried them up. So I do have tortilla chips that I can just eat with this. And then, yeah, I think that that's good. Okay, so I wanted to do that. Okay, got the vitamins, got my meal plan done for this week and the weekend. And then the last thing that I wanted to do, that again, I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it, but I'm going to, is, again, it's a really scary place to be in when you know that you're not in a good place, but you kind of don't care. It's very scary, and it's very scary for me to admit that. It's very scary for me to admit that because I know that I love God. I know that I love Jesus. I know that He is my priority, and I just also know that sometimes my brain gets so bad that I'm like, I don't really care if I just watch TV all day. And I don't like that. I don't like that. So this book, did I tell you guys that I bought this book? Did I tell you I bought this? Yeah, that's a sentence, right? I've been filming for way too long. Oh, I'm not going to do this on camera. I've been filming for 50 minutes. It's going to be a long video, but anyway, this is called the Love Your Life Project. And I did the first day in here like a week and a half ago. and then I didn't do anymore. And so this is basically about prioritizing your passions and stuff. And I don't remember if I told you this, but I heard in a sermon recently that, I don't know if it was all of us or most of us or some of us or whatever, but that we have like an ideal, oh, what is it? Ideal beliefs? I think it was ideal beliefs and actual beliefs. Let me find it. Hold on. I'm gonna mess it up. Hold on. Okay, idealistic beliefs versus active beliefs. And basically our idealistic beliefs, if we're using me as an example, my idealistic beliefs are that I love God with my whole heart. I love Jesus with my whole heart. I believe that he died for our sins. I want to live for him. I want to live biblically. My active beliefs lately, if we're talking about this all connecting, my active beliefs lately are I don't really care about my life. Those don't match up. That's not good. And again, that takes a lot of honesty and vulnerability. And some of you might want to make fun of me for that. Some of you guys might want to be like, oh, well, she's a Christian, but she's a hypocrite and she's being lazy and she's being this and that. You know what? Hopefully, some of you can be honest enough to know what I'm talking about. That we can have honestly, like truthfully, these like ideal beliefs. That sometimes maybe we live by them, and maybe overall even we do, because I know that I do in a lot of ways. Not in a cocky way, I just know I could list some. I know that I do in several ways. But lately, and probably overall, there have been ways that don't line up with it. And then especially lately, I think it's been bad. I've been like very stressed. I've been very anxious. I've been, again, very like detached. And how we live is technically still a belief system. Even if we think that we believe this, but we're acting this way, it just means that we're following something else. And so what I've been following is my depression and my overwhelm. And so I don't know how loud that was, sorry. But yeah, so I really wanted to go through this because I know that overall my priority is Jesus. But I know that especially lately, I know that the way that I want to live like that has not been happening. And again, really scary place to be in. I'm terrified to post this video. I'm terrified, especially because I know I've been talking for an hour, but I'm still only talking about like 5% of what I'm thinking. And so sometimes when I talk about this kind of stuff and then I go and I rewatch it and I edit it, I'm like, oh, I did not explain that right. Or I didn't explain it fully. Or I forgot to mention that one part that really would have made that make more sense. Or I made it seem like I didn't really understand that even though I really did, you know? And so it just is scary. It's going to be very scary to post this. I'm scared even doing this, but feel the fear and do it anyway. If this helps one person, I'm okay doing it, you know? Anyway, I went through the first day of this, and so I want to do the second day today. I know that I talked about this in one of my recent videos, but you do not have to start a goal on New Year's Day or the first of the month or a Monday. You can start a goal whenever you want, and if you do put down the goal or you take a couple steps back or you make a mistake or you fail, true failure is when you completely give up. Little failures, little mini ones, they're fine because it means you tried something, you know? But if you do take a step back, you make a mistake or you forget about it for 2 months or you purposefully don't do it for 2 months, it's okay. Just pick it right back up. So right now it's a Thursday and I'm going to do day 2. You know, I don't have to wait, oh, maybe Monday. No, that's just an excuse. Unless Monday is actually the best day for you to do it, you know? And so I just think that one of the most important things is to be honest with ourselves. It is so easy to make excuses. It really is. Like the easiest thing to make excuses. And you know one of the reasons why it's so easy? Because most other people do it. So if you make an excuse to someone else, most of the time, they're just gonna let you get away with it because they do the same thing. I'm not one of those people. You can ask my friends or my exes. I'm not one of those people. If you make an excuse to me, I'm probably going to call you out on it. Not in every situation, of course, but like, I mean, in a personal setting, probably going to call you out on it. Probably, because I think it's really important to be honest with yourself. I really do. And so for me, the honest truth is that I haven't cared about a lot of stuff lately, except for going to work. And I have been making sure that I've been eating, and that's it. And it's just gotten to the point that I'm sick of it. And it's not who God wants me to be. And everyone struggles, everyone dips, you know, and I'm just being honest about it with you guys, which again is like really scary because a lot of people hide this stuff. And sometimes I do, sometimes I hide it, but I hope that talking about it can kind of help someone because I'm in a very negative spiral that sometimes feels impossible to get out of. But that's why it's so important to not base reality just on our feelings. Feelings are important, absolutely. But if they're saying something like, I feel like I can't do this, well, what is God saying? You know, what is God saying? Because there are going to be some times where you say, I feel this, and God is going to either line up with it or it's going to just make sense in a certain way. But a lot of the times it's going to be, I feel this negative thing, and God's going to be like, all right, but don't act on it, you know? And so I am going to do the second day in this right now. I'm going to go because I've been talking for an hour, but I'm going to do the second day in this. I'm interrupting this video really quickly to show you day 2. Look at this first paragraph. It's like exactly what we were talking about. One day several years ago, a mentor of mine, also this is shaky, sorry. A mentor of mine asked me a sobering question one day. Does how you spend your time actually line up with what you say your priorities are? I had to admit that many days it didn't. While I might assert that my relationship with God was my highest priority, followed by those in my family and then others, often I was letting the more trivial activities of life, consuming media, hobbies, or even wasting time putting items I'd probably never end up buying in an online shopping cart, crowd out that which I claimed was more important. This is like exactly what we were talking about. It's so late. I've been talking for so long. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you like these kind of videos where I just talk about like really deep things. And again, it's not a full conversation. I could talk about this exact topic every day for 2 months, and I would repeat myself, yes, because I do this sometimes, but I still would not fully explain everything. Because I like thinking about like philosophy and psychology and the Bible and all these things. I like thinking about all of it. And there's so many like little tangents and so many things to say and so many things to think about. And I know not everyone likes to think about this kind of stuff, but I love it. I think it's really important. And so let me know if you like these kinds of videos. Just let me know, and then maybe I can do more of them. And then also let me know if you like my hair lighter or darker. And then let me know about the supplements and stuff. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to do in this video. I just wanted to do my vitamins. I wanted to make a meal plan. I know that I'm going to do this as well. And just like a couple of these habits that I had and things that I was doing all the time, like reading and my vitamins and stuff that I just haven't really been doing lately. And so I just want to get back into these habits. And a couple of really important things with habits are like make it obvious. So I'm going to put this like right next to my bed. You know, make it obvious, make it easy, make it fun, all those kind of things. I'm also going to put this next to my bed. Or I'm probably just going to leave this on my bed. Honestly, I'll probably just leave both of these on my bed. Okay, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. Like seriously. Again, this is if I posted this, please know that this took like, it was just really hard. It was really hard to post this, again, because I didn't fully explain everything. And so I know that it's going to be easy to twist my words, or some things might not really fully make sense because I didn't fully explain it all, because it's really a much longer conversation and everything. But this was very difficult to film, and it's going to be very difficult to edit and post. And so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Like, I love you guys so much. Seriously, like I did not want to film before. And then now that I'm talking to you guys, even though this is really, really, really hard to talk about, I still enjoy being with you guys. And like, I want to reconnect with you guys. And I know that some of that is being more vulnerable. Again, vulnerable. Can't say that word either. Vulnerable. And so, yeah, so thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. I really hope that you're subscribed for some videos where I talk about this kind of stuff, and then some videos where I go to parks and I go on little road trips, and somewhere I talk about food. You know, I just really want to hang out with you guys on here, and I really want to reconnect. So I really hope that you're subscribed. And yeah, I guess it's going to be it. Thank you again for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. I love you. Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.